Bhaghi 4 teaser review. The over-the-top, bloody, possibly borrowed, definitely controversial return of Tiger Shroff 1. Setting the stage, Bhaghi franchise The Rebel Legacy. Before we dive into Bhaghi 4 and its 2-minute teaser that's already sparking comparisons, controversies, and confused double takes, let's rewind the tape. The Bhaghi franchise, for the uninitiated, is Bollywood's action spectacle series starring Tiger Shroff. Think gravity-defying stunts, bone-crunching fights, and romance songs inserted at exactly the moment you thought, wait, weren't we in the middle of a fight scene? Baaghi 1 2016 was a straightforward action romance. Tiger Shroff, in his I'm still proving myself phase, did a blend of martial arts and parkour while rescuing Shraddha Kapoor from a heavily armed villain. The fights were crisp, the stunts insane, and the soundtrack catchy enough to loop on FM radio for months. Baaghi 2 2018 took the drama up several notches. Tiger played a battle-hardened army man, which basically meant his hair was shorter, his biceps bigger, and his enemies more disposable. The action was still jaw-dropping, though the story wandered into melodrama territory like a soap opera with grenades. Baaghi 3 2020 went full Hollywood-style excess. Explosions, tanks, helicopters, and enemies who apparently went to Stormtrooper School of Shooting, i.e. they never hit the hero. Despite mixed reviews, the film still made over Rs 550 crore, about 66 million USD. And here's the twist, people who trolled Tiger Shroff online were also buying tickets. Why? Because for better or worse, the Baaghi name had become a guarantee of at least the action will be worth it. So when Baaghi 4 was announced, expectations were split in two camps. Camp A, yes, Tiger's going to kick people through walls again. Camp B, please, for the love of originality, don't make it another unofficial remake of a South Indian hit. 2. The calm before the storm and the teaser that blew it up, the teaser drops. Social media goes silent for about 20 seconds as people watch. Then, boom, the comment sections explode faster than a Baaghi villain's jeep. The first thing people noticed, the violence. Not the playful PG-13 punches from Baaghi 1. We're talking adult certificate, blood splatter. Are you sure this is allowed in India? Levels of gore. The Central Board of Film Certification, CBFC, Bollywood's moral police for movie content, stamped it with an A adults only rating. For a mainstream Bollywood action flick, that's as rare as finding a Marvel movie without a mid-credits scene. Director, a South Indian filmmaker with a flair for hyper-stylized violence, the kind of guy who makes you feel a punch in your bones just by how the camera moves. And this matters, because Bollywood and South Indian cinema treat action like two completely different religions. Bollywood often romanticizes it. The South worships it with gritty realism and operatic drama. In this case, the South Indian touch is clear, but so are the whispers, well, shouts, that some scenes look suspiciously like they were borrowed straight from Animal 2023. 3. Wait, did we just see Animal again? For anyone outside India, Animal was one of 2023's biggest Hindi blockbusters, starring Ranbir Kapoor, Bobby Deol, and Rashmika Mandanna. It's basically a father-son emotional drama wrapped in layers of extreme violence. The trailer alone broke YouTube records, and the film's signature fight scenes were instantly memed, praised, and dissected. Now here's the kicker. Baaghi 4's teaser has moments where you'd swear you're watching Animal with a different cast. The silent, menacing antagonist with zero dialogue? Check. The rain-soaked, blood-drenched fight where the hero is practically a human bulldozer? Check. That brooding slow walk towards the camera while enemies crumble in the background? Double check. Some fans are calling it homage. Others are calling it straight-up copy-paste filmmaking. And here's where it gets tricky. Homage requires subtlety. This feels like someone photocopied the homework but forgot to change the handwriting. 4. Meet the players, heroes, villains, and screen presence wars. Tiger Shroff, the acrobat gladiator. Love him or not, you can't deny Tiger's physical abilities. The man's body control is so precise, he could probably land a triple backflip on a moving truck. In Baaghi 4, his fight choreography is sharp, but the teaser plays a bigger card, his screen presence. There are moments where he just stands there, muscles tense, jaw set, and somehow it works. Without saying a word, he communicates, "You're about to regret every life choice that led you to fight me." That's rare in Bollywood outside of icons like Vidyut Jammwal. But, and this is a big but, his dialogue delivery still hasn't evolved much. When he speaks, it's like the energy dips a bit, as if the script forgot that the action hero 5 violence level from PG-13 punches to Tarantino light. The original Baaghi films had fights that were brutal but still firmly in the safe for family audiences zone. A punch would send a man flying into a wall, maybe a little dust cloud, but nothing you couldn't watch while eating popcorn with your mom. Baaghi 4 is not that. The teaser serves up broken bones, arterial spray, and prolonged shots of enemies writhing in pain. It's not quite the Raid Redemption, which is basically 2 hours of martial arts carnage, but it's far from Bollywood's usual bloodless violence. Why the sudden change? 2 reasons. 1. South Indian influenced directors from industries like Tamil and Telugu cinema, KGF, Pushpa, Vikram don't shy away from showing the consequences of violence. A sword slash will actually look like it cuts something. 2. Animal's box office lesson. Animal proved that Indian audiences, especially in multiplexes, have no problem with R-rated content if the emotional payoff is high. The money spoke louder than the CBFC's conservative instincts. The gamble and a certificate limits family audiences. That means fewer tickets sold to teens and parents looking for wholesome action. But it could also draw in urban adult audiences craving something more intense than Tiger Zinda high sanitized gunfights. 6. South Indian filmmaking touch the operatic brutality. When a South Indian director takes over a Bollywood project, the shift is instantly noticeable. The Baaghi 4 teaser showcases lighting that feels theatrical. Golden orange sunsets, backlit silhouettes, and intense shadows give the action a painterly look. Sound design that's a weapon. Every punch, kick, and stab lands with exaggerated bass. It's not realistic, but it's satisfying. Hero elevation moments. The camera literally worships the protagonist, often starting from the boots and panning up to a glare or smirk. 7.
The copy-paste debate, homage or hijack.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Baaghi 4's creative inspiration from Animal. Here are the clearest overlaps. The silent antagonist with brutal physical dominance, Bobby Deol in Animal, Sanjay Dutt here. Rain fight sequences with slow-mo splashes of blood. The brooding hero close-up before unleashing mayhem. In filmmaking, borrowing is normal. Even Hollywood does it. John Wick took cues from Asian action films, and Marvel borrows set-piece structures from spy thrillers and war epics. But Bollywood's problem isn't borrowing, it's borrowing too recognizably, without enough transformation. If Baaghi 4 wants to stand tall, it needs to evolve these influences into its own language instead of just mimicking Animal's tone and set pieces. 8. VFX, CGI blood, and the reality gap. If you pause the teaser during the female fight sequences, you might notice something off. The blood doesn't look like blood. It looks like someone spilled strawberry syrup in After Effects. This is where Bollywood still lags behind. Practical effects versus digital shortcuts. Films like Kill and even Gangs of Wasseypur prove that practical squibs, makeup, and stunt choreography can make violence look 10 times more convincing. A music emotional disconnect. The Baaghi series is known for inserting romantic ballads amidst chaos. Sometimes it works, Sab Tera in Baaghi 1. Sometimes it feels like someone accidentally hit shuffle on the playlist. From the teaser, it's hard to tell what Baaghi 4's soundtrack strategy will be. But there's one problem, the teaser has almost no emotional hook. There's plenty of style, grit, and gore, but where's the heartbeat? 10. Female action. Good intentions, weak execution. It's great that the filmmakers wanted the female characters to fight, but if you're going to do it, you have to train them like lead action stars. 11. Why Bollywood keeps copying the South. It's simple. South Indian films are dominating pan-India box office, KGF, Pushpa, RR. They deliver spectacle plus raw emotion, a combo Bollywood often fails to balance. Take box office prediction, hit or miss. Let's put on the prediction hat. Upside, the Baaghi brand still has recognition. Tiger Shroff's action is unmatched in Bollywood, and the violence will intrigue urban audiences. 3. Final verdict, the Rebels Crossroads. The Baaghi 4 teaser is a double-edged sword. On one side, it's a bold, bloody reinvention of the franchise with a South Indian cinematic punch. On the other, it leans so hard into animal-style aesthetics that it risks losing its own identity. If the film can inject genuine emotional stakes and avoid cartoonish CGI, it could become the KGF of Tiger Shroff's career. If not, well, we might be talking about it as that film that tried to be Animal but ended up just being Baaghi with extra ketchup.